والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن ولا أما بعد. We are on the fifth ayat from this blessed surah, Surah al Mulk, which consists of 30 ayat. Whoever recites them, his sins will be forgiven and they will be an intercessor for him in the grave. Allah Azza wa Jalla says, وَلَقَدْ زَيَّنَّا السَّمَاءَ الدُّنْيَا بِمَصَابِيحَ وَجَعَلْنَاهَا رُجُومًا لِلشَّيَاطِينِ وَأَعْتَدْنَا لَهُمْ عَذَابَ السَّعِيرِ. وَلَقَدْ, wa here means and, laqad is a emphasis. Zayyanna, zayyanna, we have beautified. Zayyanna, we have beautified. Beautified as-sama ad-dunya, the sky of the earth. There are 7 skies, but the sky of the earth. We have beautified the sky of the earth bi masabiha. Bi masabiha, with lamps, meaning lights. وَجَعَلْنَاهَا, and we made them rujuman. وَجَعَلْنَاهَا, and we made them rujuman lishayatin. Rujum, like arrows. Like arrows. Rujuman lishayatin. We made them like arrows or something chasing these shayatin. Missiles is another word that is used. Missiles. We made them missiles for the shayatin. وَأَعْتَدْنَا لَهُمْ أَعْتَدْنَا from the root ayn dal. We have prepared. وَأَعْتَدْنَا, and we have prepared lahum, for them, عَذَابَ السَّعِيرِ, or the torment of the blazing fire. عَذَابَ السَّعِيرِ, the punishment or the torment of the sa'ir, the blazing fire. وَلَقَدْ زَيَّنَّا, and indeed we beautified as-sama ad-dunya, the sky of this earth, bimasabiha, with lamps. وَجَعَلْنَاهَا, and we made them rujuman, and we made them arrows or missiles, lishayatin, for the devils. وَأَعْتَدْنَا, and we prepared lahum, for them, meaning those devils, عَذَابَ السَّعِيرِ, the punishment of the blazing fire. طيب. زَيَّنَّا, yazinu, to beautify. As-sama ad-dunya, we are aware. Masabih, the plural of misbah. Misbah. The plural is masabih. The singular is misbah. وَجَعَلْنَاهَا, and we made them from ja'ala yaj'alu rujuman. Rujuman, the plural of rajam. Rujuman, rajm, lishayatin, the plural of shaitan. وَأَعْتَدْنَا, and we have prepared lahum adhab as-sa'ir, the punishment of the sa'ir, which is the blazing fire. So this great stars, masabih, these lamps in the sky that we can see from the earth, right? And these rujum, these shooting stars which are blazing, lishayatin, who are trying to steal the secrets from the sky that the angels are passing around regarding the qadr of Allah. Then the shayateen are trying to steal that information, and so Allah sends these blazing stars after them. And as-sa'ir, as we said, is the scorching hot fire. طيب. The i'rab of this ayah. وَلَقَدْ, wa here is lil-isti'naf. There's a difference between wa, which is atf, which is just connecting, and wa of isti'naf, or any harf of isti'naf. whether it be thumma or fa or bal or whatever the case it might be, lakin, and so on, then if it's atf only, then it's just connecting them. Istitnaf means it's connected to the meaning before it, while it also can be said separately. It also can be said separately. Whereas if it's harfu atf only, without the aspect of being istitnaf, then it's connected to the sentence, and those two parts that it's joining together make up a bigger thought or a bigger idea, and alone they don't stand. Right? And alone they don't stand. So for instance, when we say Ibrahima wa Musa in Surah al right? You can't say wa Musa by itself. No, you have to have Ibrahim wa Musa. This wa is harfu atf. But here, in the previous ayah, we said ثُمَّ ارْجِعِ الْبَصَرَ كَرَّتَيْنِ يَنْقَلِبْ إِلَيْكَ الْبَصَرُ خَاسِئًا وَهُوَ حَسِيرٌ. Then look and turn your sight time after time. It will return to you. Your sight will return to you humiliated, and it will be tired. وَلَقَدْ زَيَّنَّا السَّمَاءَ. So while this is still attached to the sky and what he's telling us to look at, it's its own idea. So this is why we say istitnaf. Laqad, the lam here is the lam of emphasis, right? Waqiya, and qad is harf tahqiq, something that it definitely took place, right? So it's like two forms of emphasis. Zayyanna is fil madi mabni ala sukun. Zayyanna, that first noon has a sukun on it due to the damir that's attached. And the fa'il is na here, marfu'. لقد زينا السماء. السماء is مفعول به منصوب, and ad-dunya is a nat. Which sama of the dunya? This is a description. Sama ad-dunya. It's a nat, therefore it's mansub, like the word that is manut to, right? Or that is not to. Manut meaning a sama. B masabih. B here is harf jar, and masabih is majroor, but its sign alamatul jarhi al-fatha. Its sign of being majroor is a fatha, iwadan an al-kasra, instead of a kasra, لأنه ممنوع من الصرف, because it's ممنوع من الصرف, it doesn't take a tanween or kasras in most cases. وبمصابيح. So even though the bat here is a harf jar, masabiha is majroor, but because it is mamnu min as-sarf, it's majroor with a fatha. وجعلنا wa is harf atf, meaning جعلناها رجوما. You can't have that sentence without the sentence before it. We don't know what ha is, right? وجعلناها رجوما للشياطين. We don't know what the ha is without the first sentence. So this is why this is harf atf and not harf istitnaf. جعلنا في الماضي, and the na is the fa'il marfu'. رجوما, the ha here is the maf'ulun bihi. جعلناها, we made them, maf'ulun bihi mansub. رجوما maf'ulun bihi thani. We made them what? We made them missiles or arrows. للشياطين, the lam here is harf jar. Shayateen is ismu majroor. And normally shayateen, I believe, is mamnu' min as-sarf as well, but because it has the alif lam here, then it is allowed to take the sarf. طيب. وَأَعْتَدْنَا, wow here is harf atf, right? Again, we need this. وَأَعْتَدْنَا لَهُمْ عَذَابَ سَيْرٍ. We made for them, are we prepared for them the punishment of the blazing fire? Who are they? You need the sentence before it. That's why we say harf atf, not harf istitnaf. أَعْتَدْنَا is a fil madi, and na here is the fa'il. Lahum jar wa majroor. Lam is harf jar. Hum ismu majroor. right? But it's mabni because it's a damir. Adab is the maf'ulun bihi mansub. That's why we see the fatha there. وَأَعْتَدْنَا لَهُمْ. What did we prepare for them? Adab, the punishment. As-sa'ir is mudaf ilayh. Adab as-sa'ir, the punishment of the blazing fire, mudaf ilayh, majroor. This is the grammar of that ayah. As for the tafsir, then we look at the ayah or two ahead of it and read them, inshallah, in the English so that we can get an idea of what is meant here. Allah says, after telling us that He created the heavens one above the other in perfect proportion, well balanced, do you see any rifts in the creation of Ar-Rahman? Look again, return your eyesight again. Do you see any faults? Then look again, one time after another. Your eyesight will return to you humiliated, and it will be exhausted and tired. Indeed, we beautified the sky of the dunya with lamps, and we made them missiles or arrows for the devils, and we prepared for those devils a painful punishment. So just like the creation of life and death is it evidence that Allah is knowledgeable of all things, so is His creation of the stars, which Allah has placed in the sky in specific places. All of this shows His power and His strength and His knowledge. These stars are a beautification for the sky. They are direction for mankind and arrows to shoot at the shayateen, nothing else. We do not worship the sky or the stars. We do not read horoscopes by the stars. They have three purposes. They are beautification of the sky. They are a direction for mankind. They are rujuman li shayateen. They are these arrows or missiles for the shaitan. If one looks at the clear sky, if he's ever in an open area and he does not have the city smog and the light pollution and everything that takes place, and he looks up at the sky with all of the stars at night and he can see it clearly, no doubt he's going to be amazed at what he sees. It's going to be so beautiful and so amazing. This great creation of Allah Azza wa Jal, how perfect it is, how high and how far away it is. And Allah, its creator, is even more significant and greater than it and above all of this. And this person should therefore realize that He is the one to be worshipped alone. And he should deny any deficiencies. Just like there are no deficiencies in the creation of Ar-Rahman, then there are no deficiencies that should be attributed to the Creator. In the previous ayah, Allah neglected any shortcomings in the skies, and here He's affirming for us, not only do the skies not have any faults, not have any rifts, they are a beautification. And He is prepared inside of this sky, inside of these heavens, these beautiful masabih, these beautiful stars, these lamps for the shaitan who tried to steal the news that the angels are talking about from the qadr of Allah, and He's prepared for them a painful punishment. This is the meaning of this ayah so far, inshallah ta'ala. Inshallah ta'ala, we'll be back tomorrow with the 6th ayah. If you have any questions, then you can always, while we're talking, if you have a question, you can type it in and I'll see it here on the board and I'll answer it. If not, you can type it into the comments later on and I'll answer it, inshallah, as soon as I have the ability to do so. I usually do so within a day or sometimes less. So if you have any questions, then you can always ask them. If we're not clear on something, if we skipped over and went too fast or something or made a mistake, then you can bring that to our attention. We'll be back tomorrow with the 6th ayat from Surah al Mulk, and we'll be back in 5 minutes. I'm going to leave out of the room now and come back with the 5th ayat from Surah al-Sajda bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa